Hi there, Cosmic Family. My name is Jahlia in this incarnation. I am here today to channel a message. Remember, as always, to only take what resonates and to leave the rest because it is a general channeling. I'm going to focus in guidance to deal with uncertainty. Uncertainty comes from this excessive focus in the future, but also the lack of trusting in that the present experiences are enabling us to move forward to the next level. So let's see what is being presented in here. This is not something of today, of the present moment. I am seeing that you have been dealing with a process of feeling at times with lack of motivation, at times dealing with pain, with sadness, with anger. I am seeing and feeling a lot of emotions in this channeling. And this is mainly because there are things that you really want to experiment. There are things that you really want to materialize in your experience, and to feel that you are actually moving, because you could be feeling a little bit stagnant in this situation. And the thing is that there is something that you need to do differently in order to enable this movement. I am seeing that you could be feeling frustrating because of the stagnation. You could be feeling frustrating because you really want to create changes, but right now it is like you are sustaining yourself in an old dynamic or in the same dynamic, and this is preventing you from feeling that you are flowing and from creating changes. And other thing that I am seeing very clearly, it is that you are sensing, this is something that your intuition, it is telling you already. You will have to make a decision in here, because it is like life is making this it is taking you to a new direction, and there is something that is very, very limitant that life is pushing you to leave aside. And this limitant thing doesn't necessarily to be a space. I am feeling that this is more like an inner dialogue. This is more like a perception of yourself and reality in order to continue, because there could be people in here that are trying to adjust, or they are punishing themselves because they didn't achieve certain things that people should achieve, with quotation marks. Or there is this burden or this load that you are carrying, of beliefs and programmings of what you should be at this point, or what you should be doing at this point of your life. And actually those things are just acquired thoughts, or things that you have heard from other people. And actually each experience, it is an expression of the spirit experimenting himself. So each path is different, and that is something very important. I think that people in here could be falling in these comparisons with other people's lives or other people's achievements, and actually you came here to accomplish your own purpose and to live your own like blueprint in here. So I think that one of the things that life is pushing you to put aside is these kind of perceptions, because they are creating you the sensation of restrictiveness. They are creating you the sensation that you are not allowed to move forward, that you are not allowed to feel a fulfillment or to connect with plenitude. And also for a small group, these kind of perceptions are leading you to take decisions or to stay in places that are making you feel this restriction too. Mainly, I am feeling that this is only about letting go of a perception, but for some of you, that perception is attached to experiences, relationships, mainly, and well, other spaces that are making you feel restrictive, and at the same time that you cannot leave that because you feel guilty, or because you feel responsible with quotation marks, when responsibility is actually listening to our inner voice and being able to respond to that inner voice in the process. So is this is quite chaotic, and I understand why you could be feeling this uncertainty in the process, because there are things that you really really want, and I think that life, it isn't telling you, your dreams aren't going to be able to be materialized. Also, it is very important to detach from what many times we think that is a dream or a desire. And actually it is a programming. I should be a millionaire, for example. I should be whatever thing could respond to a programming, because true desires of the soul are things very very linked with things that we experiment with enjoyment, with joy, with playfulness, that we feel ourselves, or we feel at home doing those things. And if you haven't discovered that, so life, it is offering you an opportunity to discover yourself and to understand which things are actually connecting you with the divinity inside, with that expression of divinity inside here on earth. So yeah, mainly you have a decision in here to do, and this decision implies also to detach from expectations. With expectations, I am meaning more the attachment to an immediate change. Not because changes are not going to happen. I am seeing mainly changes in your energy, in you feeling better with your experience, but this is more the attachment to certain things in the material reality. Some of you could be focusing too much in material goods or things that, I'm not saying that matter is not important, not because we are approaching a spiritual path. And I am saying we are, because even people that are not choosing that, doing that consciously, are spiritual people. Everything is part of spirit. But what I am seeing here, it is that there could be people that are focusing too much in material goods, and as those things right now aren't being accomplished, that is another reason for you to feel perhaps frustrated, or for you to feel that you are not able to manifesting certain things. And that is not true. It is just that what you are experiencing right now, even with these limitations, it is marking you the path that you should exactly go through in order to grow internally. And eventually that inner growth can be also reflected on the outside, because this is not only about a spiritual path. It is not only about inner growth only. It is also about taking that to the expression on the outside, and also creating realities. It is about materialization too. So I think that dealing with the uncertainty in this case, it is about trusting in that, trusting that life, it is not telling you that you won't have you are not able to materialize dreams or these great desires, but that the things that right now aren't coming, they have a greater purpose. And mainly this is about developing maturity, spiritual maturity, understanding with patience. And I know that many times this could be something very very challenging, because patience, it is not about waiting in the sofa and expecting for life to bring the things that we are waiting for. It is about keep investing our energy in the things that we feel that are building in our life. And while we do that, we detach from results. And the paradox is that life often brings those things, or brings the results at the moments that we are not attached to them, that we are not excessively waiting for that. So the more that we are invested in things that we can enjoy, or that we can feel motivated, or that we feel aligned to ourselves, the more that we are precisely attracting those things. So I am seeing this is a period of letting go of this kind of expectations, so you can open the way for things that are actually for you right now, and that are truly contributing with growth. And if you learn to transform your perception in relation to what you are going through, because many of you could be feeling like, I don't want to do this, this will of escaping from reality, or not inhabiting what you're going through right now. If you are able to transform that perception, I think that many things will open, because energy, again, has a great influence on our reality. And from that point, I am seeing opportunities coming, or new ways of feeling connected with fulfillment and plenitude in the process. So this is the message today. Thank you, everyone, and see you in the next video. Ciao, ciao.